Hello, I'm here now. I couldn't figure out which, what's it called? Which, like, output was my headphones. Once again, this is really, somehow, it's getting me. It's really getting me. Alright, let me just, I didn't actually pull up Citra yet, so let me pull that up and hope we don't have to reset things again. Because this absolutely despises me. I think we have to maybe reset things again. Alright. Layton. And then... Oh wait, no, it looks okay. Okay. Forgot I was muted. And then... Recent files versus... Wow, it looks awful on my side, but it we don't have to fix it. So that's great. Capcom. Oh wait, I have to stop the music. We started doing that right when the song changed, so I kind of forgot that we had to change the music. Alright, let me double check to make sure everything is good to go. Checking my DMs real quick. Alright. I don't remember where in this trial we are. God, I wish I could get rid of that second one. I don't want it there. It stresses me out so bad. But I do like that we have both Maya and Luke and Layton at the bottom. Okay. Did we do this section? Yeah. Yeah, we read that last time, so we don't have to read it again. It is cute. I really like their beginning of the... Oh my god, I forgot about the lighting! Oh, I forgot about the light. The lighting bothers me so much. Do I have a drink? I have a drink there. Where's my water bottle? One sec. Give me... I'm so prepared. I'm ready to stream all the time. My room is an absolute disaster. Okay, I have 2 waters, and we are ready to go.
Well then, we will now continue with the trial of Espella Cantabella.
I straight up have... Oh, right! Amir is here now. I forgot how long this trial was.
Oh boy. A group of witnesses huddling up before a joint testimony in a witch trial? You can't make this stuff up, it's straight out of the Crucible. Inquisitor Barnum, if I may ask you a question. Yes, my lord.
I need to click back so I'm in the right spot so I can see everything. Alright, we're good.
We now have 5 witnesses on the stand, so I must ask, why was this obnoxious-looking man left out of your initial group of witnesses?
Yeah, Barnum. What the fuck, Barnum?
Baldy's right, Barnum. That's just cold-blooded.
Hey, Hannah! You're not that late. I've read, like, 4 lines. You're totally fine.
There is but one reason, my lord. I fucking hate it. I did not know this witness even existed.
Hello, Kai. Yeah. This is Labyrinthia, where we just have so many... I kind of love when they're like, here is like... I actually forget how many is it. It's like 9. It's when all the knights are up, and you're just like, fuck, I mean, sure.
You, sir, failed to come forward.
Then you guys didn't do a very good job investigating.
When we were asking for witnesses for this trial, you were nowhere to be seen. That's 'cause I didn't hear a peep about it. I ain't usually around at night, except maybe at Rogue's Tavern.
Hello?
So, you're basically telling us that you were up all night drinking. Anyway, it's all water under the bridge now as far as I'm concerned. Just leave the rest to yours truly.
I also really like that he's just some guy.
During the last interrogation, the defender brought forth some surprising proof.
Fuck. We're gonna find these voices as we go, because, tonight I'm struggling. We'll find them later. They'll show up eventually.
Namely, that there was little possibility that the accused could have used magic. I have never heard such a claim. It must be the doing of this logic.
It is still so funny to me that they were like, yeah, logic doesn't exist in this world. What are you talking about? Logic doesn't exist in this world. Absolutely bonkers claim.
What rubbish? Logic, you say? I ain't got a clue what that is. But I do know that this bread baking baker ought to head back to the bakery. Eloquently said. Oi, Gramps, give me and me partners over here a chance to speak. You want to know how this witch managed to be holding that scepter, don't ya? Oh, when you say Gramps, you wouldn't mean me, would you? I fail to see anyone else meeting such a description.
Well, we'll show you she's a witch. I'll bet Snowy's beautiful white coat on it.
On guard!
They're really testing my abilities as a completely untrained voice actor. I'm also curious about how Luke feels about it. My one thing is, I don't know if I trust, well, you know what? I do really like the writing in this game is the thing. So maybe they would have done Flora okay. I'm just always nervous about how they're gonna write Flora because they kind of suck at it. They're kind of really bad at it. And I'm like, do I want her here if they're gonna be bad at it? I don't know. But also, like, they don't explain a lot of things, so, like, I'm kind of not surprised they don't have Flora in here. Like, it is very funny to me that Maya being a spirit channeler literally never comes up in this game. It's deeply amusing to me that that is not... And that would be like an extra layer, like, they're like, oh my god, magic, and then here's Maya doing magic for realsies. That would probably cause some issues. But, like, she already is accused of being... Like, she already gets burnt, so it's fine. We could have made it work.
Alright, team, must do this. Witnesses.
Yeah, this is not... Legally, this is questionable. All this, not awesome. The ethics of all of this, bad.
Yes, well, let us proceed with the testimonies. Why do I feel like I've totally lost control of this situation?
Because you did. Some dude just showed up and decided, let's actively work together. That's not how witnesses work. The mystery of the witch's scepter.
It's clear as day. Aspella's a witch. We are not backing down on this.
When she dropped the lantern, the scepter was not yet in her hands.
The scepter must have been hidden by magic and carried on her back.
Oh, I forgot he got a shield.
The rogues grabbed her by the hand and that held the lantern, so she must have had another way of holding that scepter. That's easy. The girl put the bucket on the ground and picked up the witch's sept magic stick.
Duo, stop messaging me.
So she had the witch's scepter behind her back. She then dropped the lantern and reached for the scepter after it fell. If that is the case, then it must have been possible for the accused to have used magic.
God, it's so broken!
This is bad. Thanks to this guy, now all the witnesses seem extra determined to pin this thing on Aspella.
You never want that.
They each harbor a shared anger towards witches and magic. Such is the cause of their strong desire to see a guilty verdict passed as quickly as possible. However, such confidence is undoubtedly bound to cloud their better judgment and thinking.
No shit! It's wild. Like, so many times in the Ace Attorney games, they're just like, I'm just making shit up because I just want, like, murder trials are like I'm a witness in a murder trial, and, like, this is really important, so I'm just kind of, like, saying shit. And it's, like, not, like, correct shit, but I'm saying shit. And so, like, now add in, like, prejudice against witches, and it's like, all of you guys are just making shit up. You're just saying words, and is any of it true? Who the fuck knows? There he is. I love this pose for him. It's really good. I love his little fists and his angy face.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think these guys mean any real harm, but they're all riled up. They don't even realize how distorted their idea of what happened tonight has become.
Come on.
At least, that's how it seems.
This isn't good, Professor. The witnesses aren't thinking straight. They're completely blind to the truth.
Dot dot dot. Sir Baker, rather, Sir Wright. Yes. You do not appear to be a mere simple baker. That much is clear.
Stop messaging me, Duolingo. Oh my god.
On the other hand, you are no ordinary defender either. Never before has a defender managed to clash and do battle with me here, on this battlefield, as an equal. Cool. Sir Blue Knight, this trial has not yet been decided. If there is any doubt in your interrogation, I will not hesitate to strike your case down where it stands. I understand. Defender, please begin your interrogation.
I don't remember what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Cross-examination. Thursday. This, okay. Not the way you want to go about it, Kira, but I understand you have alternative reasons for doing this.
Hold it! Not backing down, you say?
Oh, we took a stutter from it.
Uh-huh, that's right. This fella's a witch. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.
This is a courtroom, Miss Kira. We're not interested in your story. We're interested in the truth.
You know what I think? I think stories have the power to touch our lives in really meaningful ways.
What do you mean?
Last year, I read a book about a flower girl who brought peace to the world with all the pretty flowers she sowed. Because of that story, now I tell myself, Kira, one day you'll fill the world with beautiful flowers of your own. That story inspires me to sell more flowers. It's pretty much the same as this trial.
Girl, what?
What a very touching story. Indeed, I have heard nary a truer tale. Wouldn't you agree, Sir Blue Knight? Maybe it's just me, but I'd have preferred something a little more relevant. I'm afraid our logic may do us no good here. Let's move on to the next witness, shall we?
Like, the professor's like, why'd you fucking press that one? When she dropped the lantern, the scepter was not yet in her hands. Oh, man, I wish I could remember what order things happened. I think she said it, and then there was the noise. I think they... I love having no memory.
Hold it! No matter how many times we ask, you still say you didn't see the scepter, huh, Gramps? I ask you, youngling, were you paying attention to this trial? Yes? Well, then magic made the scepter invisible, did it not? Thus my old age clouding up my vision has nothing to do with anything. The scepter actually vanished. No, what I'm saying is, if it really was invisible, you wouldn't be able to actually prove it. Not so, young one, we can prove it. The girl is a witch, there is your proof. So my old age clouding up my memories has nothing to do with anything. The scepter magically vanished, you see.
Who just went to the car? Oh. My brother forgot to plug in his car, LOL.
Okay, we get it. When the lantern fell, you claim the scepter was still not in her hand yet. So that means...
The scepter must have been hidden by magic and carried on her back.
We're just pressing everyone. We're pressing everyone today.
The witch's scepter was behind her back?
The lantern broke, the incantation was said. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not good at remembering things week to week, which sometimes bites me in the ass when we're playing the game or trials. So I try not to stop like at least like between like in the middle of a testimony.
Well, it's like my little snowflake here. Whenever my darling gets too heavy, I hoist him up and carry him on my back.
You mean your baby goat, right?
Yes, there isn't a cuter little goat in this entire courtroom. Right, precious?
Great.
I know it's been asked already, but you didn't see the witch's scepter, did you?
Well, no, but it must have been made invisible by magic and then put on her back.
Is this conjecture? Is that what the word is? Conjecture. Legal definition. I don't know if this is conjecture. I don't think I know what conjecture is. Guesswork. In the legal context, conjecture is a judgment based upon incomplete evidence. So technically, I think this is conjecture.
You know, Snowy is still such a tiny little thing. If I put him on my back, you can hardly see him.
I hardly see the point of that comment. So the accused grabbed the witch's scepter and the lantern fell.
He's so smart, but for what? They don't know what logic is. Phoenix gets back and he's like, man, I have got to get back in a real courtroom. And then like, man, this is an AA3, isn't it? We talked about this many a time. Because it has to do with the words they say. Anyway, my point is, poor Phoenix.
Are you alright? What? Why? Why? Well, for one thing, you're hiding behind what I assume is a shield. Well played, Blue Knight. You've managed to see through my steel guard technique. Your steel what technique? You tried to penetrate the depths of my mind and deceive me once with your witchcraft of words, but you will find your words are futile against the strength of my shield, crafted from wood harder than steel. Now then, have at you! Attack me if you dare! No. Just listen for a second.
Then he literally, I'm never gonna function as on top of my game as I did in Labyrinthia, and then he falls into the river. He was so ready to use logic and not pull utter bullshit out of his ass in this game, and these people are like, magic.
Looking at the sketch, it's quite clear that the accused could not have held the scepter in the same hand carrying the lantern.
I love their reliance on these sketches. It drives me absolutely bonkers.
Witness explained to the court just how the accused held the scepter.
Hold it!
She put the milk bucket down.
I'm so curious what would have happened, because they do have concept art of both Larry and Edgeworth in, like, Labyrinthia old-timey costumes, which, by the way, is really funny because Maya and Phoenix don't get old-timey costumes, which I still think is deeply disappointing. I suspect it had to do with them not wanting to do, like, an additional model, because with their aprons on, it's just on top of their other clothes, so that's not, like, a completely different outfit and different, like, shape, I guess. But I'm like, that probably was very early concept art that they didn't do for very long, because there's literally only one drawing of each. But I'm so curious what that would have entailed. Why the fuck would Larry be here? Why is Larry anywhere? Actually, I changed my mind. Why is Larry anywhere?
That's right. Reckon if she did that, she'd have no problem holding that thing.
Objection!
But none of the other witnesses have said anything about seeing her put the bucket on the ground.
Oh, right.
But no one said a thing about not seeing her put the bucket down either, right?
Hang on!
Hang on.
Excuse me, Miss Kira?
Huh? Ah, yes. What is it?
Tell me, what do you think of this witness testimony just now? The accused placed the bucket on the ground. No one has said anything about this until now.
Why, you're right. How odd. Everyone must have simply forgotten. Myself included.
Huh?
But, yeah. Isabella definitely did put that milk bucket down. That way, she was able to easily grab her scepter and use magic. Easy peasy, right? The nerve, Nick!
Maya, this is the first time you showed up in like 20 minutes.
It looks like she's trying to peg a spell as a witch every chance she gets.
Really, I don't know how much more of this testimony I can stand.
Okay, we have to do that one again.
Hold it!
Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, Maya, are you seeing this shit?
Objection!
Maya, are you fucking seeing this shit? Oh, fucking all of them said... Okay, we want to probably go with her because she was keeping her eyes on the fucking bucket. Yeah, I like, I kind of, the one in DGS is way better, but I do, like, enjoy, like, being able to see them trying to figure out how this, this, game mechanic, how this game mechanic, like, works and what doesn't. I think that's, like, a really fun, I think it's fun, because, like, I exclusively play, you know, like, Nancy Drew games, and they don't really, like, advance their mechanics. Noodles ready. Can you send me a picture of your noodles? Like, I like when you send me food pictures. I would love to see more Layton Barnum. I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mary.
Oh, you mean Snowy and me?
Tell me, what do you think of the witness's testimony just now? Blah, blah, blah. I said this before.
Ah, that must be how it happened. The girl probably placed the milk bucket on the ground. Yes.
Objection!
Ms. Mary, you did not mention anything to that effect in your previous testimony. And yet you clearly stated that one thing you specifically focused on, more than anything else, was the milk bucket. Ergo, he stole that word. You should be able to confirm to the court whether or not the bucket really was placed on the ground.
Objection!
Barnum, shut up. One's memory is not flawless, Sir Blue Knight. And yet you are almost exclusively relying on witness testimony. So, who gives a fuck, like, whoop! I just dumped water all over the floor. My water bottle was not closed properly. Luckily it's not too much. Hold on, let me just... I have paper towels right here from when I was, what was that? What were these here for? I think when I was doing wax seals, because I had to keep wiping the wax off the spoons. Listen, Hannah, I thought the water bottle was closed more than it was. Leave me alone. Oh no, Nate! Anyway. Video games. Pay attention to what the witness was saying. The accused probably placed the milk bucket on the ground. There is the possibility such was the case. Yeah, he's a fucking pain to draw.
Yes, that's right. Isn't it, my little cuddle pumpkin?
I knew it! There's something fishy about her testimony, but...
Indeed, it would seem we require a decisive piece of evidence.
if we are to expose the contradictions in these witness testimonies.
I really, really wish, like, Maya was here and they just kind of, like, cycled through who was right next to Phoenix. Because it makes me sad when, like, they cut to Maya and she's on her own. But I am going to continue to think her and Luke are just popping under the desk.
Yeah, I could just have to think of what that could be.
Instead, he likes bones. Ugh. Every single day, Luke is devastated that Layton likes bones so much. A decisive piece of evidence. She brought it back at the time.
Hold it! Objection!
I also need to figure out what the fucking evidence is. Oh no, Phoenix would not be a great Layton. Ah, fuck. Alright, there we go.
Hang on!
God, I don't remember what this one is at all.
Objection!
Probably placed it on the ground. Previous testimonies, focus on the milk bucket. Ergo, the bucket placed on the ground.
Objection!
It's not flawless. Pay attention to what the witness is saying. God damn it. Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna press everyone else while I think. In that section. Oh, fuck. Damn it.
These testimonies, something's definitely not right here.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
There's no way this disappearing scepter explains what actually happened. I mean, no one saw anything. How can anyone prove it was there?
This is starting to get really annoying. Fuck magic.
They can talk all they want about an invisible scepter, but no way is anything slipping under my radar. I do believe that is correct, Mr. Wright. Somehow we must find a clue that can lead us to another opening. Yeah, you're right. And I think Mr. Personality over there may be the key to doing just that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, fuck. Again. Damn it. I always click too far. Damn it. This happens to me all the time. If there's one thing about me, it is that I'll click too far through a testimony and have to go through the whole "what do we do now" section.
Hold it!
Okay, so I do think I have to do something during Mary's, but I don't know what yet. So let me press the night and word whatever, and then we will, then we will, I guess, start trying evidence.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mr. Wordsmith. What a boisterous boy! Tell me what you make of this. On the ground, blah blah blah. Let me tell you something, young man. Long have I lived and prospered. In that time I have forgotten much. Dreams, aspirations, even love. I simply forgot about that milk bucket. like one would forget about a single drop of water within the bucket that is life. Thank you for that, Mr. Wordsmith. No further questions.
I still don't understand a single word that comes out of his mouth, Nick.
Sheesh. I guess it's back to the drawing board.
Okay, and then let me try Mr. Nighty Man. I mean, I know we have to do something there, but just like, I'm trying to think while I do this. I'm trying to think, but not make you guys sit here in silence.
Objection.
As I fail to play the video game.
Hang on.
Excuse me, Mr. Knightley. Alright. Tell me, what do you think about the testimony just now? Blah, 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 blah. I'm reminded of but one thing, sir. A battle tactic important any night. Imagine in one hand you hold your sword and in the other you hold your shield. When suddenly, from the shadows, an itch of epic proportions takes your back. What doth one do? Indeed, what can one do? Well, let me tell you. One must drop one's sword and fell that unholy itch with a well-timed scratch to one's back. Right. A crafty witch would surely use the same tactic, would she not? I call it my signature back scratch attack of great justice. Right. By the way, be wary when using that tactic in battle. I find my opponents rarely give me ample time to remove my armor and scratch. Thank you for that, Mr. Knightley. No further questions.
Mr. Knightley sure takes the whole night thing super seriously, huh?
Sheesh, I guess it's back to the drawing board. Ah! Okay, what the fuck are we presenting? I was like, we don't have that much evidence. We are out here, we are struggling. I played this game not that long ago. I just don't have a brain. I don't have a brain. Like, is it the milk bucket? God, what am I doing? Hello, Colin Cinders. Welcome. I'm failing this testimony.
Objection.
Should I go all the way through this testimony? Did I go through his entirely before? Sometimes you have to go through it in its entirety and then go back. So let me finish his and then we will come back to it.
Well, yeah, but... There you go. These lot probably just didn't see it happen is all. Never question a witness. That's what me puppy always says.
That's explicitly what we are here to do.
Ain't a doubt in me mind that would use the bucket, put the bucket down before using the scepter.
Put the bucket down. Put the bucket down. Use the scepter. So the bucket would go down. And then she would drop it? And grab the scepter? No. They're saying she put the bucket down, picked up the scepter, and then dropped the lantern? When did she drop the lantern? Not playing for a week really fucks me over, huh?
If that is indeed accurate, then it would seem we may have found our truth.
Fuck. Barnum, shut up. Yes, we know. Okay. Yeah, it is starting to get annoying, girl. I'm sorry. You basically just have to find contradictions, and then you can press for more information to talk about that specific line of testimony, or you can present something to like present evidence. So you're basically just finding things that don't make sense, which is sometimes difficult in Ace Attorney games when a lot of things don't make sense. So. Oh. This specific mechanic, Nate, this one with the other witnesses sounding off, and that is a new mechanic in this particular game and then comes back in the duology, DGS and DGS2. But this part is not in other games. In other games, you just have one witness at a time. So you aren't dealing with this people interrupting each other nonsense and like everyone talking at once. This is not a feature.
Hang on!
Alright. Let's do a save state since I don't remember what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Ugh.
The crunchiness of a save. Excuse me, Miss Mary. Well, I also have to figure out when I'm presenting it. Isn't that it? Snowy and me. The accused placed the bucket on the ground. That. The girl probably placed the bucket on the ground, yes. The issue is if I click past the one I want, I have to go through it all again.
Objection!
Fuck. That's too far. In the previous testimony, focused on the milk bucket. Irk. Okay. Ergo moment.
Objection.
Okay. We have to go through it all again. My bad. I'm sorry. I should have stopped on that one. I think I should have stopped on that one. Yeah. Let's wait. I can just save us some time. There we go. Oh, I can't present right now, can I? Oh, when am I supposed to present? Fuck, wait, hold on.
Objection!
Oh. The issue is, like, I remember a bunch of other stuff from this case. I can't, yeah, I can only, yeah, you're right, no. The issue is I remember, like, a bunch of other stuff, but I don't remember this specific moment, and it can be really hard in Ace Attorney games if you know the end point, because you don't know how to get there. Like, I know Amir's name comes up, right? I know Amir's name comes up. I don't remember how we get there. I remember Kira's glasses are in the milk bucket. I can't entirely remember how we get there, but I know it's related to the sploosh. Like, you know, like stuff like that. Like, I don't know how they want me to get to this point.
Objection!
So, good for me. Pay attention to what they're saying. I'm trying my best. I am doing my best, video game. Do I want to present the lantern first? Or do I want to present the milk bucket? I don't think this is right.
Objection!
Never mind. Fuck it, whatever, right?
I'm afraid what really happened is not quite so simple. What? What's you talking about? It had only just stopped raining moments before the crime took place. As a result, the ground was very... Oh, now I remember this. God damn it! If Miss Cantabella really placed this bucket on the ground, like you claimed she did, then it should be caked with mud, just like the lantern was after it fell. Well, I'd say that clears up your muddy testimony, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think this one also took me a very long time when I first played this game. I was just like, what the fuck do you want from me? That's fine.
Well, hey, Barnum. What? You just gonna sit there looking pretty? Come on, give me a hand here.
This reminds me. Let me check the proof. Only Hannah is gonna understand me. Only Hannah's gonna understand me. See? Sorry. I'm looking for something. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to find it. see if I can find it. There was before. Yep. 2. 2 fix.
Flattery will get you nowhere, witness, other than perhaps to the dungeon. At any rate, there is but one question we ought to ask. Why is there no mud on that bucket?
2 fix.
To the witness with the goat, may I ask you a question?
Huh? Are you talking to us?
Indeed. You admitted to the court that he returned home with the milk bucket. Illegally, I must add.
Stop being a fucking cop. Oh my, such hot words, Inquisitor.
When you took the bucket home, you must have simply wiped the mud from the bucket. Is that correct?
You know, now that you mention it.
A leading question. Wait a minute. Leading the witness? Leading the witness. If this is not leading with a witness, what the fuck is this?
No way. Don't tell me.
That milk bucket? Oh, that's right! I remember now. I don't know what was on the if what was on the bucket was mud exactly, but it was certainly dirty. Before taking it inside with me, I remember wiping it clean with an old rag.
Are you kidding me?
Phoenix is like frantically yelling objection. He's like, objection, leading the witness, objection, leading the witness, and the judge is like,
I don't know what that means.
I like to believe that the judge in Labyrinthia has absolutely no legal background and he is just some fucking guy. I'm choosing he is just a fucking dude that they were like, you can be a judge. Sure. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
Exceptional work, Inquisitor Barnum.
Yeah, he was assigned judge at Labyrinthia. He's like, holy shit. I was fully sending people to their deaths, and I had no clue what I was doing.
Right. It all makes perfect sense, see? We were right all along, weren't we, Inquisitor Barnum?
I knew that sword was just for show, Barnum. You sliced his argument in two.
Objection!
The most leading moment of my fucking life!
Witness, Miss Mary.
What is it?
You're absolutely sure there was mud stuck to this milk bucket?
You tampered with evidence. Text message.
Oh my. Well, truth be told, I don't remember whether it was mud exactly.
He really deserves an award.
But I do remember cleaning the bucket off when I got home.
We're so lucky Phoenix didn't snap and, like, actually kill someone. Ugh.
It would seem the defense has failed to disprove the witness's claims. Of that we can be quite certain. Are you fucking kidding me? That'll cheat you, Bluey.
That's a TV show.
You got that right. Do me a favor, will you, Grumps? I want to change my testimony just a tiny bit.
Gonna lose my mind.
I will allow it if only the witness refrains from name-calling in the future. Yeah, you got it, my lord. Well, all this court mumbo-jumbo has left me thirstier than a dog in a desert.
Thank you. Crazy cup you got there, buddy.
That which thou was holding the stick, I even heard her say the incantation thing. That's why I witnessed it all. They may all have their own reasons for accusing the Spella, but there's also one thing they all have in common. They genuinely believe Spella is a witch. We're starting from a very bad position. Were we to disprove that belief, there would be no way for them to regroup. The witnesses would have to acknowledge the truth of what happened tonight. They are, after all, witnesses. They must be fully aware of what actually transpired. That means I've got to pay extra attention to their reactions and testimonies.
I think you better observe the witnesses, Mr. Wright. You can do it.
I've got to try and get the truth out of these witnesses somehow.
Sorry, I should have pressed that before and I just didn't.
Hold it!
Because isn't this the wrong incantation?
But no one knows for sure if Miss Cantabella dropped that milk bucket on the ground.
Oh, fuck, wrong place.
Because there's no mud on it. Is that what you're saying? Hey, we went over this already. We know the goat lady wiped off all the mud.
Objection!
However, Miss Mary doesn't clearly remember whether or not it was mud stuck on the bucket. I'm gonna lose it.
We really don't remember, but maybe... I guess maybe there was mud on it. I mean, she couldn't hold the scepter without putting the bucket on the ground. Exactly.
Miss Mary, please give a definitive answer. You all done, Bluey? Talk all you want, cause it ain't gonna help you. You say? The five of us, we saw what that witch went and did. We saw it clear as day.
Girl, you definitely fucking didn't.
Hang on!
Excuse me, mister, are you spinning? I fucking love when this guy spins. It's such a mood. Like, me too. Me as well. Earth to Gramps. Me right now if I weren't wearing headphones.
Defender, when you say Gramps,
Oh my god, Mystery Ghost.
might you by any chance be referring to me? No, of course not, Your Honor. Mr. Wordsmith, are you listening? You seem to be, like, having a moment. A little dancing moment. Ah, his thumbs are so broken. I heard you quite clearly the first time, young man. These ears hear all. The crackling of the fire, the whispering of the crowd, and now your voice. If that's the case, then allow me to ask you a question. You were clearly deep in thought just now. Do you have something to say about this man's testimony? Indeed so. I felt something was amiss. However, what that means, I cannot say. Amiss? Witness, could you tell us? What precisely was amiss with this third-rate testimony from this third-rate witness? What a burn, Barnum. 5 heads are better than 1. 10 eyeballs are better than 2. As I listened to this man's testimony, I could not help but become aware of something most odd.
New moment.
Tonight, when the crime occurred, we all made haste to that terrible scene. The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner permeated through the air. The shadows of those present cast through the dim light. And yet there were but 4 figures standing in that vicinity, myself included. 4? Hold on 1 second. You're saying that there were only 4 witnesses at the crime scene tonight? These eyes may be old, but they know what they saw. Oh no, I'm yelling. Is something the matter, Miss Mary?
No, it's just that Snowy and I are trying to remember what happened at the time. I remember the flames erupting into the air. That's when Snowy and I made our mad dash to save the precious milk. And when those 2 ruffians were set ablaze, the flame filled the area with light. In that sudden flash of light, we could see that there were other people around besides ourselves. And that's when I saw them, the other people that scrambled to the scene along with us. I'm quite sure of it. There were only 4 of us there at the crime. the scene of the crime. Fuck.
Objection.
Hold it, madam. What in the blazes is going on? We have 5 witnesses on the stand, all claiming to have witnessed tonight's events firsthand. That means we have 1 witness too many.
The broken lights!
Don't be stupid.
Oi, you lot better stop speaking out of turn. All for one and one for all, remember? We all promised to take this witch down together, didn't we?
It's not quite that simple. We saw what we saw.
Well, I say it's all about the numbers, and I counted, I say. I'll have you know my counting is flawless. On nights when sleep eludes me, I can count sheep from moonrise to sunrise.
4 witnesses, 5 witnesses. What difference does it make? Things all started getting muddled when you showed up.
What the? You saying it's my fault? I was there, you fool. Didn't I just finish saying that?
Charm down. I should not be using this as a fidget.
My testimony is strong as steel, even if it's not completely stainless.
Knightley, you have contributed nothing tonight. You have contributed absolutely nothing to the proceedings.
Order! Order! I said order! What? What is going on here? You claim the number of witnesses does not add up. I have never paid witness to such an outrageous conflict.
Bam!
There is but one answer to this puzzle. A single possibility. What do you mean? Without a doubt, magic must have been used at the scene of the crime. Furthermore, it would indeed appear that there were only 4 witnesses present at the scene. And yet, currently, we are faced with 5 witnesses testifying to the court. That certainly is quite a fatal contradiction, with only one possible answer. Would you not agree, Mr. Wright? I've hopped over to the other side of you. I am just wandering around behind the bench. The answer? It can't be. Bam! Well, out with the supposed answer, Blue Knight. Sir Blue Knight, fuck. What is your explanation for the current number of witnesses? While it might seem far-fetched, the reality is actually simple. The real witch, and the real murderer in this case, is actually one of these 5 witnesses. What?
The broken lights! Ah! Javelin throw, bam!
You're telling us that the witch is amongst this group of witnesses. What utter rubbish! There is no possible way that such a claim could be true. That's right. You got a lot of nerve accusing one of us of being a witch.
We have told you nothing but the truth, and you still have the gall to bat around such an outrageous accusation.
Behold my trusty shield deflects your petty words like the petty words that they are. Inquisitor Barnum? Yes, my lord. I would like to see a sketch of the crime scene at the time of the incident.
Do you have one in your possession? I love when they use the sketches because it's like someone's just making shit up. I mean, they're not. They're going off like testimony, but you know what I mean. They act like it's absolute truth when it's not. It's not absolute truth. It's a fucking crime scene sketch.
Yes, certainly, my lord. I have one here. I requested it from the court illustrator, just in case. Very well, witnesses, I would like each of you to mark your location at the time of the murder. Here on this crime scene sketch. Quickly now. The number of witnesses doesn't add up. It looks like we're getting somewhere now, but we haven't even scratched the surface of this case yet.
Oh my god, she's with them! Their proportions are so off. Hello. I don't give a shit. Look at these two. These two are best friends. These two are best friends ever.
And it's all thanks to this top hat wearing gentleman.
Hi, Mr. Layton. I love this drawing of Espella. It's really cute.
The court accepts this crime scene sketch into evidence. If one of the witnesses is the witch, that could only mean one thing.
Somebody here isn't telling the truth. We know, Phoenix.
That would indeed appear to be the case, Mr. Wright. Listen well, Sir Blue Knight. The path you tread now is a dangerous one. Claiming that a witch is amongst these most honorable witnesses is a serious accusation, should it prove to be a false one.
Nate, Phoenix has, like, no money. He does a lot of pro bono work. He is absolutely not getting money.
You will find yourself at the other end of my sword. Do I make myself clear?
If there's one thing about Phoenix, it's that he's always broke as fuck.
Huh, but that wasn't so much my suggestion. I mean, the gentleman here with the lovely top hat was the one who urged me to say it. It is the same thing, Sir Blue Knight. Indeed, it is the same thing, Sir Baker. It is the same thing, Mr. Wright. Oh boy.
Nate, with this is placed where this game is generally accepted to be placed in canon. Phoenix needs therapy for like way more shit than this. This is small potatoes. My guy is getting disbarred very soon.
Now, ready your sword.
But he will have a trucy very soon, and like that's important to everyone's mental health.
Ready? Were you listening? You claim the witch is not the accused, and that someone else was at the crime scene, and that someone else at the crime scene was the true culprit.
See, if I was a real voice actor, I would take all these lines slower, but I'm not a real voice actor, so it doesn't matter.
If what you say is true, then surely you can tell the court exactly where this person was at the time of the crime. Can you not? Come now, Sir Blue Knight. Only you can enlighten us as to who this real witch really actually is.
God damn it.
Sir Doughy Defender, show us where the witch was at the exact moment that the murder took place.
Isn't it like here? Shit. Oh, sorry, I was gonna save. I'm pretty sure it's literally like right here. Like she had, yes, because you have to be within like 10 feet, don't you? 10 feet, 1 meter. No, she had to be right here. She had to be right here. Let's just like.
Got it.
The witch was standing probably somewhere around here. Somewhere around there?
Never mind, just kidding.
Don't need to be so harsh about it. If I may, Mr. Wright, keep in mind that the real witch is among the—
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yes, the witch used to expel Ignace, right? Take a look. No, did I just do it in the wrong section? Was it supposed to be closer to Espella than the witnesses? Not the witnesses, the dead people. Fuck. No. I am just gonna load so I don't have to keep clicking through this. Sorry. Is it closer to Espella? Because you have to be within 1 meter. What is a meter? What is a meter on this map? What is a meter on this map? What is a meter on this map? I need a little scale thing.
Got it.
I was off by like a couple. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was off like a tiny bit. God damn it. I hate when these games do that. I was like, I know it's over here. This was like slightly wrong. Espella needed to be in it a little bit more. God damn it. Whatever.
The witch must have been standing
Objection.
here. What is the meaning of this? Unfortunately for you, that spot has absolutely nothing to do with any of these witnesses.
Objection.
Inquisitor Barnum, I suggest you try taking a look at this. The Grand Grimoire. Fuck.
Oh, book sprite.
According to this tome, Ignacy summons a circle of flame within a 1 meter radius of the caster. In other words, the witch had to have been within 1 meter of the flame when casting the spell.
Objection.
Of course. You needn't say any more, Sir Blue Knight.
Then why were you objecting, you bitch? You're telling me I'm right.
First off, notice that there is no one else in that area other than the accused. It should also be quite obvious from the sketch that there is clearly nowhere for anyone to hide.
Objection.
True, there aren't any hiding spots. However, comma, there is one other possibility if a witch wanted to stay hidden from sight. Most intriguing. Since you seem to love showing evidence, prove it.
You got it, Nate.
How was the witch able to hide in plain sight?
Take that.
Yes, that is the point of a court.
This Talia Magica contains 2 magic gems in the stupidest magic system I have ever experienced. Ignacy and 1 other spell. That's right, the spell Demir. Demir. It cannot be. That's right, it fucking can be. There was most certainly a witch present at the crime scene. Fuck me. Only, they were completely invisible. Now try to disprove that. All thanks to the magic spell, Demir. What foolishness is this?
Broken light moment.
Order! Order in the court! Defender, what are you getting at? I thought the witch used Demir to make the Talia Magica disappear.
Objection.
According to the Grand Grimoire, under the entry for Demir, it causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. In other words, supposing the witch were holding the staff in one hand, while touching part of their body with another, they would be able to make themselves disappear. Are you... I am quite good at magic. Are you implying that the reason for the Are you implying that this is the Now, are you implying that is the reason for the conflicting number of witnesses?
Why? Why me?
Indeed it is. Which means witnesses, fuck. Someone amongst you is not disclosing the entire truth, and that person is the witch we seek. I believe this is the most probable scenario. High from the numbers.
Mutter.
Honorable witnesses, you will testify to the court one final time. Tell us exactly what you saw and what you did not see at the scene of the crime. How absurdly absurd. The purpose of this trial is to convict that girl of the crime, is it not?
That's right. We are not witches.
Witnesses, I ask you that you listen. There is a witch mingling among you. That's right. I'm afraid you are no longer brothers in arms. The true opponent here is within your own group. The real witch is one of these 5 witnesses, huh? Fine by me. Time to put an end to this trial so we can move on to the next chapter.
Witness testimony. Once again, what we saw and what we didn't see.
You wish to know where we were all standing tonight? Matters not, with the flames not burned just the same.
That flame? I never saw anything like it. It quite literally left me speechless. I couldn't even so much as scream.
I heard the tiniest cry, and when I turned around the blisters were roasting, so I rushed right over.
I heard the incantation, and the flames suddenly erupted. I'm certain of it. I only saw 3 people there with us.
As I spake, there were only 3 others present, like that man there who was stumbling around like a newborn calf. A most heinous act indeed. No small wonder these witnesses are so confused. A witch amongst the witnesses? What an utterly baseless claim. I don't think so, Barnum. The only baseless claim in this case of a spell of being a witch. It's more than a little likely than... What the fuck? It's more than a little likely one of these witnesses is the culprit. These testimonies are bound to tell me who the real witch is. I actually kind of know where we need to go, so we don't have to play this game in the least efficient way possible.
Hold it!
Hold it! The tiniest cry? It might have been someone saying the incantation for the spell. My memory's kinda hazy on that one. Scared me good though. Never jumped up to me feet so fast in all me life. Nearly had a heart attack, I tell you. Jumped up. That's right. We're still raiding cats and dogs, so being the resourceful chap that I am, I decided to go to the tree for a bit.
Hang on!
Is everything alright, Mr. Wordsmith? What is it that you want this time, young one? I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts on the testimony just now.
Magic fire, not tight. Oh wait, no, not even magic fire. The rain stopped. The rain stopped right before this happened. We talked about it previously. The rain stopped right before.
Ah, yes, thoughts of slumbering under trees, you mean? This is a slumbering. I often find myself weaving the most intricate of dreams underneath that very tree. Of course, I could not nap tonight, not with that uncouth man usurping my special dreaming spot, could I? Are you using this cross-examination to argue over a napping spot? Let us hope such arguments do not lead to any criminal acts in the future. Witness, please continue your testimony. We have to go back to it. Emir, I think.
I need to finish pressing his.
Hold it!
Wait, let me... Oh, maybe this isn't now. Let me go through this one again.
I say.
So you slept under a tree in the rain. Why am I not surprised? Anyway, I'll try to put out the fire by chucking some drink at it. Chucking. Amazingly, it didn't do much good though.
I think he's still thinking about that other one.
Right. But they ended up roasted, eh? Turns out magic won that fight, alright. This guy is unbelievable.
Okay, maybe not now. Maybe the Emir stuff is later. LOL.
Hold it!
So, including yourself, there were a total of 4 witnesses at the crime scene, correct?
That's how it came to pass. By the way, what do you mean by stumbling around like a newborn calf? Ah, yes, that was a man as inebriated as he was loud. Quite the humorous sight it was, I dare say. He must mean the witness, permanently glued to his cup of whatever it is he's drinking. Grape juice. When I saw the flames rise up into the sky, I wondered to myself, my word, whatever could that be? However, I could not simply walk over to check. My knees were a bit weak from shock, you see. That's when the wobbly-legged gentleman came running over.
Hang on!
Is something the matter, mister? When I clicked on you, the music stopped. Mister! You're getting drink all over the floor!
Whoa, tone down the volume, Bluey.
That's my line.
Sir Blue Knight, next time think before trying to press this witness.
Looks like this guy even managed to scare Barnum half to death. Now then, sir, about Mr. Wordsmith's testimony just now. He claimed you were stumbling around. What does he mean by that?
I'm going to set the record straight right now. In no way was I stumbling around anywhere. I'd like to think of it more like staggering with style. A responsible adult should know better than to go stumbling around in the dead of night. Hey, look, I don't just go stumbling around like some clumsy idiot. I've got more sense than that. But anyway, I kind of tripped over a large stone. I mean, if you don't exactly say what's on the ground in front of you when you're running at full pelt, right? So, you could say I put me life out on the line, proving that you really need to watch where you're going when you run.
How courageous of you. I'm gonna give this guy a medal. My lord, this testimony is a meaningless waste of everyone's time.
Well, defender, is there a point to this particular line of questioning?
Is there anything worth pursuing here? What do I do? The witness stated earlier that he tripped over a large stone. I have to stand for a second. Mister, I have one question for you. Why is my mic turned that way? Oh, it's very loose. This is gonna sound awful. One sec, let me pause my mic. Sorry, I had to adjust my mic and I didn't want to do it while the mic was on because I didn't know what kind of, obviously, travesty you would be hearing. Really? You weren't here earlier, but there's exactly two fics of Barnum and this guy on AO3. I have looked at them before because I like to go through and see what people are writing. Some fascinating stuff. I actually haven't seen any ship art. I'm gonna do that later tonight. Just to amuse myself. Because I think it's fun. Let's have fun. Mister, I have one question for you. Why weren't you watching what was in front of you?
Well, to be honest with you, it ain't much of a real reason, but something suddenly caught me attention. Out of nowhere, I sort of heard someone call out me name.
You heard your name.
Of course, I turned around when I heard it. Who wouldn't? When a woman calls your name, you pay attention, am I right?
Sure. So you heard someone call out, "Hey, you," from behind you, mean?
What? I said they called out me name. How many guys do you know called "Hey, you"? Me name is Amir. So don't you forget it, Bluey. You hear me? I must say, this gentleman really does not strike me as an Amir.
You know, Professor, it's not a very memorable name. Oh,
That's harsh.
Honourable witness, is there anyone among you who was aware of this man's name prior to now?
not at all. He's always just been Mr. to me.
A knight's name is only as good as the name of the sword he carries. It is the first I have heard of this. I dare say, I did not expect his name to be one such as Amir.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know his name either. I only remember the names of my most loyal customers.
Girl is doing capitalism so hard.
Okay. It looks like absolutely no one knew this witness's name. No, it ain't really much of a surprise to me either. I'm fine. But seriously, I definitely heard someone call my name. When you get to be me age, you really start to wonder when you'll find that true love, you know. I thought that pretty voice tonight might have been me, sweetie. Okay.
Well,
Your Honor, this is exceedingly awkward now. I don't believe we should be so quick to label Mr. Emir's testimony as meaningless. Would you not agree? I request that the witness add this amusing anecdote to his testimony.
they really are just like a bunch of standing emotes.
Understood. Witness, amend your testimony, but please reflect only the important parts of your story. Oh, I'm telling ya, I heard someone call me name, and I was looking around trying to find him. I hurried to the scene, but then I ended up tripping when I heard someone call me name from behind.
Hold it!
Excuse me, Amir. Don't sweat it, Bluey. Mr. Hayu, it's all the same to me.
You stated that you heard your name being called from behind. Are you absolutely sure about that?
Well, right or wrong, it sure sounded like me name. I mean, what else could it have been?
I know. I just wasn't sure if I could present it without pressing him again.
Would have remembered that. I wouldn't have remembered it happening if I'd heard something, right? Still, maybe there's a chance I just imagined it, huh? But anyway, I remember it came from somewhere behind me.
Alright, cool. We need that information from somewhere behind.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Emir's memory isn't the most accurate, but if what he says is true, then there's definitely something there.
Something, you say? Might you mean a contradiction?
Yeah, I think so. Although, I don't know. There's just something strange about his testimony. I don't see any decisive evidence in the court record that can help.
Do you mean to say you found a contradiction that cannot be supported by the evidence?
Objection!
The funny thing is, Layton, doesn't need to. Phoenix could fill this figure probably, I think in another game, Phoenix could have figured this out with just, a little bit of, help from Maya. But, because Layton is here, I feel like they have him hold Phoenix's hand, a little bit more. Phoenix kind of has to not know what he's doing since he's the player character, so I don't want to make him too smart. So, Layton does a little bit more hand-holding in this game because, he's here. And they need him to do something in the trial portions, you know? Usually Maya has a lot of the asides that Luke and, or Pearl. Luke and Layton are getting because it's they have to juggle 3 people who aren't the player character right now instead of just 1. Or, as Sarah said, he has 5 years of bread in his brain right now. He's got 5 years of bread in there.
My lord, this line of interrogation is a complete waste of the court's time. Defender, I must warn you, from here on, any unnecessary questioning will be dealt with accordingly. I'm going to sneak. Sorry about that. If I don't answer correctly here, it's curtains for the trial and for Isabella. Great. If you are intent on finding a fault in this witness's testimony, you will need to present decisive evidence to back up your claims. There's not one single piece of decisive evidence in the court record. What do I do now?
I know. We all know. I think even Phoenix knows, but they need to, keep, saying it to, because, from the other line you get that, no, he knows what he's doing, and then this one's oh, no, what do I do? But, I feel like they have to keep, kind of gesturing to the player, Figure it out, figure it out, figure it out.
Mr. Wright. Mr. Layton, I have an idea. I believe there is a weapon of sorts with which you may be able to expose this contradiction without the need of evidence. A weapon. Now, Defender, give us your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense finds that the witness's testimony... Oh, wait, shit. No, that's fine. Your Honor, the defense believes there's a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony.
Objection!
My brain just blue screen. I'm sorry. What is this? You must be an even bigger fool than I thought, Sir Blue Knight. You really do not possess even a sliver of common sense, do you?
Objection!
Professor, I have it under control!
If I may interrupt for just a moment, Inquisitor Barnum, allow me to ask you this. What need is there for common sense in a world that forgoes using it?
Oh!
Accordingly, I must humbly ask that you discard such a manner of thinking.
Whatever do you mean? I have hopped to the other side of you.
You have my utmost thanks for placing your trust in me, Mr. Wright.
It actually drives me like a little bit nuts how often Layton flips sides of the bench.
Let us discuss the one remaining weapon in this cross-examination.
The remaining weapon. Phoenix, you know this. You literally used it 2 minutes ago.
This trial has taught us a valuable new technique in the court to use in the courtroom, has it not? You literally used it 5 minutes ago. You mean questioning, right, Professor?
Oh, wait. Blah, blah, blah. Stop telling me how to play the game on my Nintendo 3DS. Right? They have 3D models in a 3D set, and yet they keep teleporting people around rather than moving the camera a bit.
That gives me an idea.
In addition, yeah, we're like 9 hours into this video game, and they are still in the tutorial.
In addition to catching a witness off guard and questioning them about another's testimony, there's one more thing!
There's something else we can get from a 5-person cross-examination. This part, I think, is the one that they really needed to clean up a little for DJs.
Indeed, Mr. Wright, contradictions.
Should one witness's testimony differ for another? Blah, blah, blah. That's a contradiction.
Enough, Sir Blue Knight. Are you prepared to present to the court evidence proving the contradiction within this witness's testimony?
Nope! The witness's testimony does not contradict any evidence. It contradicts a testimony.
What are you talking about?
It is time, Mr. Wright. Have a look at the touch screen! How far into this are we? "11 hours and 5 minutes. Take a look at the touch screen, Mr. Wright. Take a fucking look at it. 11 hours into the video game. God damn it. Maya! We haven't seen you in 8 years.
All right, let's give this another shot, Nick.
She was fully taking a nap under this desk. She's like, I have no idea what the fuck is happening anymore.
And make sure you don't forget to take a look at the court record, too.
Yeah, she went out for a snack. She brought Luke back some she went out and went and found some food for them. I was like trying to think of food, and I was like, all I was coming up was like, I was like trying to think of Ren Fair food, and all I came up was bread, chicken leg. That was it. That's all I got. Hurry from the screen. Hurry to the scene.
Blinded up tripping from, I heard someone call me name from behind. You wish to know where we all were standing tonight? Matters not, with the flames turned us the same.
I never saw suddenly as just speechless I couldn't so much as scream.
Deep fried pickle. Perfect.
Objection!
I actually didn't mean to click that. Is it? Did I mean to click that? I don't remember. I was like, what happens if I click this again? Don't remember. I just skipped over the tutorial. I was like, I remember how to do this. And now I'm like, fucking, do I? Yeah, the court record. No, I meant I needed to click Kira's. How sad. Yeah. You're all so fucking embarrassed. Like, calm down. Okay, yeah, Kira because she couldn't even scream. Blah, blah, blah.
Objection!
Oh, I forgot about this being in every case. The person contradicting this man's testimony, holy shit, Layton is so short, is none other than Ms. Kira.
Are you both pointing at me?
At the time of the incident, that man heard someone's voice call his name.
That voice belonged to you, Miss Kira. It could not have been anyone else.
And yet, in your testimony, my god, the lights are broken again, you stated that you were in such shock during tonight's events that you couldn't even speak.
This is a clear contradiction.
Objection!
What? What is the meaning of this, defender? Can you really claim to trust this sham of witness and his sham of a testimony?
Objection!
Nate, you'll get it. That man's character is beside the point. His testimony is anything but a sham. Oh, well, I guess you could have just... I didn't mean to click that, but that's why it doesn't matter. As he watched the flames erupt, his attention was drawn to a voice behind him, which made him turn and fall over.
He heard a woman's voice calling his name, a very concrete reason, and reason enough to believe his testimony.
Objection!
If it is as you say, then explain why you feel this witness is somehow responsible.
That's right. Why me? People barely hear me when I'm out selling my flowers. That's how soft my voice is. Look how soft my voice is. Besides, there was another woman at the scene, wasn't there? Me? What are you getting at, young lady? Do you honestly think a woman in my age would be out late out at night in a forest, flirting with questionable men? Besides, I didn't even know this pathetic man's name. How could I have called out to him? Neither did I. And even if I did know his name, do you really think he's the kind of guy any self-respecting girl would want?
Come on, ladies. I'm standing right here, you know.
As I was saying, the only person that guy could have heard from behind him was you, Miss Kira.
The defense wishes to present evidence to prove this claim. To accuse a witness like this young lady here, why, this is simply unheard of. I must warn you, defender, if you cannot prove your accusation to this court, you will see the underside of my gavel. Show us the evidence proving this young lady was the one who called out to the man at the time of the crime.
Is it just the map? Is it literally the map?
Take that!
Take a look at this and you'll have your answer.
This is the crime scene sketch.
Oh god. You can see the position of each witness during the crime. Ugh. Need a drink of water. The only person that he could possibly have heard from behind him was none other than Ms. Kira.
Objection!
And javelin slam.
Listen here, Sir Bloom Knight. I will only tell you this one more time. A sham of a witness only yields only a sham of a testimony. That is all there is to it. Did you, in fact, see this flower girl's face? You know, now that you mention it, seeing as I'd fallen down and all, I don't think I saw her face.
Okay, but you heard her voice, right?
Let me think. The voice came out of nowhere, it was kind of high-pitched, and I guessed it kind of sounded like her, but I can't say whether or not it was this girl's voice. And there you have it, Sir Blue Knight. Such a pity. My lord, it is clear that the defence's claim is nothing but a pointless waste of the court's time. I recommend you deliver unto them a penalty befitting such a behavior. Indeed, Inquisitor. Ready yourself, defender. What is that laughter?
Pardon me, my lord. It looks like you've finally arrived at a decision. That means it has nothing to do with me. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that it's time for me to stop peddling testimony and get back to peddling flowers. I mean, look at all these flowers left over. It's going to take until sunrise to sell them all if I stay here any longer. Or maybe, my lord, you and the rest of the court would be interested in buying my entire stock of flowers to help a girl out.
No, I don't think. I mean...
Then it's settled. Now, if you'll excuse me, my apologies for the interruption.
Understood. The court will dismiss the witness. Well, Miss Kira, it would seem you are beginning to show the court your true colours.
Oh? Whatever do you mean? Okay then. Everyone, it looks like that's that.
Hold it!
Phoenix is like, you can't just fucking leave!
Wait, you can't leave yet. The cross-examination isn't over.
That's funny. You say it isn't over, and yet the rest of the court seems to think otherwise. Isn't that right, Inquisitor Barnum?
The Inquisition maintains that the real witch is the accused of Spella Cantabella. This girl is nothing more than a witness. As such, the court cannot force her to stay against her will. This is bad. If they let her walk out now...
Nick! Do you think she could be, you know?
The real witch?
You really like throwing around accusations, don't you, Sir Defender? Let me spell it out for you, one last time, so even you can understand. I didn't know this man's name at all before today. I still don't remember it. So, how could I have called out to him? Do you get it now? Now then, until we meet again, don't forget to buy some flowers on your way home. Everyone.
I read that weird, don't worry about it. Oh! She broke!
Hold it.
Hold it.
One moment, please, Miss Kira.
Ah, no! The corner of her basket keeps popping in and out.
Is there something else you wanted?
You don't seem to realize what you just let slip.
What are you talking about?
This man testified he heard his name called at the crime scene. However, you had no knowledge of his name at the time. Is that correct?
That's right. This weirdo is just imagining things. Like I said, I've already forgotten his name, even though he told it to us earlier.
There is just one problem, Miss Kira. Namely, what the voice he heard tonight was actually saying.
Huh?
What do you mean? That's obvious. It was a name, wasn't it? Now, what was the name again?
It's hilarious because in doing this, I will never forget this dude's fucking name.
My lord, I'm still here, you know. You're saying that what this man heard tonight wasn't a name, but rather something else entirely?
Yeah, I've been trying to get there for like the past 3 hours, dude.
Indeed I am, Inquisitor Barnum. Something else. Aha.
He's in the void!
There's only one other thing it could be.
I like this. I actually do like this angle for Phoenix, if only because it shows us how you can draw his fucking hair from the top. Yes, the other spell Nate.
It's a stretch, but the possibility is there.
Stop moving!
That's right, Mr. Wright. The single possibility is the key to solving this mystery. Is the defense ready to present its evidence to the court?
Oh, this is ridiculous. I demand you let me go. This instance, I have the hiccups.
Witness, what you are being accused of is not to be taken lightly. You will not leave this courtroom so long as any reasonable doubt remains. Defender, you may present your evidence.
Wait, fuck. Fuck.
Show the court what the voice this man heard tonight was really saying.
I know it's this, but I need to do a save for my brain.
Take that!
Excuse me, Mr. I'm sorry. What's your name again? You've, got a name that no one seems to be able to remember for some reason. Hi, it's Amir. My name's Amir, darn it. How many times have I got to say it? No matter the number of times you say it, you do not look like an Amir.
Again, I only remember my most loyal customer's names. And he doesn't look like he could afford even a single daisy.
How expensive are your daisies? How expensive do you think her daisies are?
Come on, guys. Stop kicking a guy when he's down. Mr. India, what you heard tonight at the crime scene was not your name.
Why does no one want me to buy my $50 flowers I picked from the weeds?
Your name just so happens to sound exactly like another name. Another name. The answer is right here in this tome. I'm talking about Amir. Amir. What he actually heard at the time wasn't his own name. It was the name of a magical incantation. What? No lights moving! It's so broken! Ms. Kira, have you forgotten what you said just a few minutes ago? You quite clearly stated that you didn't know this man's name.
Objection!
Sir Blue Knight, let me get this straight. You're saying that the Amir heard by the witness was actually said by this flower girl, and that it was not his name at all, but rather a magic spell. I clicked too fast, so I hope that's what it said. The defense proposes the following. The true criminal, the supposed witch, is not the defendant, and is the spell of Cantabella. But instead, the witness who was heard uttering the magic incantation, Ms. Kira. She's our witch. You used magic to vanish from the scene, and tried to frame Ms. Cantabella instead. Go, girl, go.
No! What just happened?
Is that girl? Is the speller really not a witch? Oh, it's so broken.
Unbelievable. I've never heard anything like this.
Inquisitor Barnum.
Have those two really defeated Inquisitor Barnum?
Objection!
Barnum, shut up!
An impressive display, Sir Blue Knight. It would seem you have finally managed to hone your blade. However, I believe that blade's edge is already beginning to dull. What do you mean? I am referring to a contradiction. Naturally. Fuck, he learned how to use logic. Hey, that's my line. Damn it. My lord, the Inquisition would like to set this record straight regarding what transpired this evening. Very well, Inquisitor Barnum. Sir Blue Knight, you claim the following. At the time of the crime, the accused, Spella Cantabella, was surrounded by the two rogues. Then, in order to frame the accused as a witch... These are really cute little doodles. Ms. Kira cast the spell to Mia and made herself vanish. She then moved in closer to the victims. LOL. At which point she cast Ignacy, thus causing the incident seen by our witnesses tonight. Indeed, that does seem to be the claim. The problem is what happened next. There is a contradiction in the defense's account of Miss Kira's movements. A contradiction in her movements. Allow me to continue. They are burnt. The witnesses have stated that they each ventured out toward the crime scene. Which is when Ms. Kira, the witch, made her way to this point while still invisible. When she arrived at said point, she then cast a mirror and reappeared to join the other witnesses. And there you have it. This is accurate, isn't it, Sir Blue Knight? Yeah, that's correct. And then Mr. Amir heard her call his name. Well then, I have but one question that I would like you to answer. Why would a witch need to do such a thing? What do you mean? Supposing Miss Kira were a witch, surely she would not have made the conscious decision to reappear when she did. One would imagine she would remain hidden and flee the crime scene.
Quite right. That's what I'd do if I were a witch.
Given that point, there would be no viable reason for her to recite the incantation. In other words, it is inconceivable that this flower seller, Ms. Kira, could be a witch. What?
What just happened? Is that girl? Is Kira really not a witch?
Inquisitor Bond just turned the whole trial right around.
Just what I'd expect from Labyrinthia's Sword of Justice.
Because Luke and Maya aren't in this fun little turnaround, I have to assume they're under the desk. She did, Nante. She did say that. She did say this guy must be hearing things. She did say that. The thing you have to... Nante? These are not like ironclad cases. They're pretty silly and goofy. I mean, in this one it's magic. In the first game you cross-examine a parrot. Like, you bring a parrot up on the stand. Like, you can't bring really that much real law here. You just kind of gotta ride with it.
That's right! You all heard it! It's just as Inquisitor Barnum said! Me, a witch! The idea is laughable!
Not good. She's completely bounced back on her feet.
Oh, we were so close too! They just like crawled out from under the desk when they heard her laughing. They were like, oh, we should probably get up.
I can't believe Inquisitor Barnum. Can't he see it? You just have to take one good look at her. It's obvious she's the real witch here.
Luke is so judgy. Like, I fully think him and Phoenix get along really well because, like, Luke is such a little judgmental guy. He's so judgy. Where did they go?
Remember, Mr. Wright, at times like this, a cool head will prevail. Mr. Layton.
Sorry, there's something very, very, very funny about how often in these games characters will just say another character's name. It's really funny.
I'm sure you've had to fight your way out of circumstances such as these many times before. This situation is no different. As a defense attorney, what would you usually do at such a time? What would I usually do? I don't know, I've had amnesia for a sec. Of course, I'm in the void again. There's only one thing that can get me out of a situation like this. Someone needs to turn the lights back on. Maya, turn on the lights. I've got to flip this case on its head and think outside the box. We need a turnabout. Yeah, summon Mia, but that would make things worse here, I think. It would seem the defense has nothing further to add.
Why, of course. That's because because everyone knows the truth. They know that girl right there is the real witch. That settles it then. Go ahead and deliver your verdict, my lord.
Objection!
Bam. Bam.
The situation is exactly as you described, Inquisitor Barnum.
I love his little hand on hip pose. It's really good. Oh yeah, I really want Maya to have to be bread-brained for a longer period of time and have to have her own trigger that causes her to remember stuff. And that is really funny. Maya, your dead sister. And she's like, what?
It really doesn't make much sense for the witch to have used a mirror. Why are you telling me I'm right? Regardless, the defense still maintains that Ms. Kira did utter that incantation and make herself reappear. Now the question is, for what reason, in red text? If she really didn't have to use that spell, then why use it in the first place? If I can find the answer to that question, then this entire case will start to unravel.
I know why. Can you let me present something?
Most fascinating. Very well. Allow us to hear this theory of yours. Tell the court why it was necessary for the witch to appear at the crime scene. Well, we're still in the game. Once you eliminate the impossible,
Whatever remains must be the truth. Isn't that a Sherlock Holmes quote? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Sherlock Holmes, Arthur Conan Doyle. Mr. Sherlock Sholmes himself. Love that guy. Can't get enough of him.
the reason Ms. Kira reappeared at the scene of the crime was...
Oh, shit. God damn it. I can't remember if it's to give herself an alibi or to cover up her crime. No. I'm gonna become a witness. Because here's the thing. I know what we're getting at is she realizes her glasses are gone. Her glasses are currently in the milk bucket. But I can't, and she needs, her glasses went missing, and she needs to, like, if her glasses are found at the scene of the crime, and she didn't step forward as a witness, that implicates her. So I think it's to become a witness. See, this is what I mean about, like, sometimes knowing, whether it's your first time playing or not, sometimes if you figure out how to play, like, what the game is getting at, like, in the end game, before they want you to, it makes it harder to play the rest of the game, because sometimes Ace Attorney logic is really weird. So if you're, like, a couple steps ahead of them, sometimes it's really hard to figure out what those steps to get to that point actually, like, are supposed to be. I don't actually know if it is this.
The answer is obvious. She must have wanted to become a witness herself.
Objection!
I don't think this was it. The music would have stopped. Oh wait, it stopped. LOL. I don't know if this one was right though. Sometimes they fake you out.
Sir Blue Knight, do not slam your hands down on the desk unless you have a strong point to make. The same goes for your mouth. Don't waste your breath on such nonsense. Huh? Have a look at the number of witnesses. We already have 4 other willing witnesses. Becoming a witness on purpose would accomplish nothing. She may as well have She may as well have sat in the stands and watched the trial. Well, you don't know that for sure. Nope, he's absolutely right.
God damn it.
Defender, something tells me you must be thinking of something along the lines of he's absolutely right.
Quit reading my mind, Your Honor. Suggest you think before you blah blah blah. Okay. God. I think this caught me too before, because I knew it was something to do with her glasses because we hadn't used them. But I couldn't figure out which one activated the she dropped her fucking glasses.
Can't think of any other possibility. This has to be the answer. Isn't it obvious? She was trying to cover up her own crime. Oh, is that right? Tell me, why would she do that? Well, just give me a minute. I'm getting to that part.
I think I chose it the exact same way last time too.
That will not be necessary, Sir Blue Knight. Huh? Think about it. What would she have to hide? If no one could have seen her to begin with. Okay, glasses.
You heard the good Inquisitor. No matter how you look at it, there'd be no reason for me to reappear. Assuming I was the criminal, that is.
I can't argue with her there. Okay. Pardon the interruption, but that's not necessarily the case. Mr. Layton. Explain yourself, Sir Top Hat.
I swear when they move him over to the side, he gets significantly larger.
You have stated that Ms. Kira had no reason to reappear. However, the situation changed and it became necessary for her to show herself. Isn't that right, Ms. Kira?
Huh? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean.
It would seem the defense must clarify their argument with evidence. Mr. Wright, I believe that Ms. Kira did not intend to reveal herself at the crime scene.
I'm sorry if my mic is going in and out. If it gets really bad, let me know. I'm like rocking a little bit, but I realized that like me moving closer and further away from the mic might be really distracting. So like if it's an issue, please let me know.
Rather that something occurred which forced this young lady to make herself reappear. What was so important that she had to reappear and risk being spotted? Defender, tell the court why it would have been necessary for the witch to appear at the crime scene.
Glasses.
Take that!
Take that! Ms. Kira, you usually wear glasses. Is that correct?
Huh?
Chomp.
It's like I already told you. I lost my glasses a few days ago.
Are you absolutely sure about that? Or did you not, in fact, lose them tonight during the crime?
Of course not.
Perhaps you accidentally dropped them while you were committing the crime. Then, as you were attempting to make your escape, you noticed they were gone. Therefore, you made yourself reappear in order to search for your missing glasses.
No! The lights aren't moving in a dramatic way.
How absurd! Such baseless conjecture! What you propose is fundamentally flawed. What do you mean? Let us assume, hypothetically, that the witch did in fact drop this evidence. That does not explain what purpose it would serve for her to make herself reappear. It would still make more sense for her to escape under the cover of darkness.
Objection.
Unfortunately, Inquisitor Barnum, such a plan was simply not possible. What?
Stop moving! Oh my god!
Mr. Wright, do you understand what I'm suggesting?
Yes. He means the reason Ms. Kira made herself reappear at the crime scene. Okay, this is it. I think it's the bucket.
Defender, enlighten us. Why did the witness feel the need to make herself reappear?
Okay, I think it's she couldn't find her glasses, but let me... So real! Really good, sir. Really good. The answer is simple, Your Honor. She couldn't find her glasses. She could not find them. If you've not noticed, she's still not wearing her glasses right now.
Objection!
Hold on a moment,
Mr. Blue... No. Mr. Fuck!
Hold a moment, Sir Blue Knight. What does that have to do with anything?
That's right. It doesn't change a single thing.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong. In fact, it changes things quite a bit.
Tonight, the two victims were engulfed by flames, courtesy of a magic spell. That very instant, the four witnesses saw the flames erupt at the scene.
It was at that point that something you didn't expect occurred. You suddenly lost your glasses. That's right. You were scared that if your glasses were discovered at the scene of the crime, you would be suspected of being a witch.
Objection!
What foolishness! Even if her glasses were found, she could simply have explained that she dropped them there days before the crime happened.
Objection!
I'm afraid that is not possible, Inquisitor Barnum. What did you say? Goofy ass little smile while he's saying it. If you recall, it had been raining quite heavily at the crime scene beforehand. Had she stated that she dropped her glasses before the crime, then naturally one would expect the glasses to be soaked in water and covered in mud. However, the rain had already stopped at the time the crime itself was committed. In other words, one look at the pair of clean, dry glasses would reveal she dropped them later, thus implicating her as the witch. No! I should have known! I was perfecting my rainfall rending technique in the forest.
Knightley, you haven't done shit for like the past 2.5 hours.
And not once during the rainfall did I see that flower maiden travelling along the nearby path. That's not all. In order to frame Miss Cantabella as the witch, you needed to leave this witch's scepter behind at the scene of the crime. I see. That would be the most definite evidence that she is the witch. The objective here was to have somebody else discover the staff at the scene. Alas, that person was I. However, no doubt you came to realize that one can deduce which spells were used simply by examining the magic gems on the scepter. In this case, one can see the witch must have used Demir to escape from sight and make her escape. That's why, Ms. Kira, you were left with no option but to reappear at the crime scene. That was the only way for you to avoid suspicion. If someone were to discover your glasses at the crime scene, by reappearing, you'd be able to explain that you simply dropped your glasses when you rushed to see what had happened. What did you have to say to that, Ms. Kira? His head is so big. God, even these shadows are broken as fuck.
You know, I've let you both ramble on and on, but playtime is over. So that's it, then? I'm a witch because I dropped my glasses? I must have said it how many times now? I lost my glasses days ago. Were you even listening? I'll say it again. Over 1,000,000 times! I lost my glasses, I lost my glasses! Do you like evidence, Sir Defender? Do you love proof, Sir Top Hat? Then prove I dropped my glasses at the crime scene. Ha! You can't prove it! In other words...
The broken lighting does make that a little less effective. And the lighting in this game is so broken! What I got is fucking broken.
That is correct. Proving such a thing would indeed be impossible. To prove that the witness dropped her glasses at the crime scene would say, what say you, Inquisitor Barnum? Fuck, I fucked that up. It is indeed a question of proof, my lord. These glasses have been missing from the very beginning. The Knights of the Inquisition found no trace of these glasses anywhere near the crime scene. Therefore, this witness cannot in any way be accused of being a witch.
You heard the man. But we were so close.
The girl's a witch. Can't anyone else say that? What should we do, Professor?
Well, it would seem the young lady has finished what she had to say. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Wright?
I fucking love this stupid little pose.
Yes, it certainly looks that way, Mr. Layton.
What's with that face? Do you find something funny here?
It is as you said, Inquisitor Barnum. Explain. The defense raises just one further question. Were you able to find those glasses?
What do you mean?
You must have searched the area quite thoroughly, looking for them. And yet, even now, the knights have been unable to locate those glasses. Did you ever wonder why?
Yes, it has become quite the mystery. Surely they must be around somewhere.
The glasses were lost to the wolves. That is the only explanation. The fucking wolves, man. It was the wolves. I'm kind of like obsessed with the idea that Barnum just like explains everything and going wrong in his life on the wolves. Like anything goes wrong and Barnum is just like, it was the wolves. It was the wolves. The milk stealing wolves, the glasses stealing wolves. They're stealing everything, man. It's all their fault.
There is still one remaining place that you have not searched tonight.
Huh? What did you say?
The glasses were supposedly not found at the crime scene, leaving only one other possible place.
What is this? You two?
Have at you, Sir Blue Knight. Draw your blade. Reveal to the court where the glasses are supposedly hiding. It looks like I've somehow managed to make it through my first witch trial. It all comes down to this, the final piece of evidence. Time to clear up this case for once and all and go home.
Stop moving! I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. Please don't fuck this one up.
The piece of evidence pointing to the one place not searched tonight is... Let me save in case I fuck it up. But I'm pretty sure it's the milk bucket.
Take that!
Tonight, there was one thing that was carried away from the crime scene right under everyone's noses.
Carried away?
I am speaking, of course, about this. That's the milk bucket that disappeared from the crime scene.
Thus far, the defense's claim that the glasses were dropped at the crime scene has been regarded as mere speculation. However...
Speculation! Oh my god, I think speculation has been the word that I've been thinking of for the past 2 weeks and unable to come up with every time.
If, Miss Kira, we find your glasses within the contents of this milk bucket, then our mere speculation will suddenly become fact. What manner of witchery?
What are you all talking about? You're crazy! Just crazy! No way can my glasses be inside that stupid bucket. That's just impossible.
How about we quit with the speculation and actually find out? Luke, stick your hand in a milk bucket. What do you say, Inquisitor Barnum?
That'll just waste the court's time. Don't listen to them, don't.
Brass section's going crazy. 'Tis mandated that the Knights of the Inquisition investigate any and all possibilities during the course of the trial. If Emmy were here, her and Maya would have to be teasing Luke to stick his hands in. Absolutely! Emmy, show up in Labyrinthia Challenge. My lord, the Inquisition requests that this milk bucket be searched immediately. Someone just drink the fucking milk. Or just dump it into another bucket. Very well. Oh! What? 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 Owl moment. Ms. Kira, as you can see, your glasses have been found inside the milk bucket. The truth is out. Nothing you say can change that now.
Which leads us to the next question. Specifically, a question of when. When did you drop your glasses into the milk bucket?
What?
Why is this happening? This whole thing is ridiculous. The answer is obvious, isn't it? I dropped them afterwards, after I ran over to see the fire. I took a tiny peek inside that milk bucket. That's when they fell in.
Objection!
Don't be stupid, child.
Snowy and I were at the scene first. We made sure to take that milk bucket before anyone else could get their grubby little hands on it. We weren't going to let a single soul get anywhere near that sweet, creamy bucket of deliciousness. You can bet my farm on that.
Each of these 4 witnesses has stated that they heard the spell Ignazi being cast at the time of the incident. According to the Grand Grimoire, Ignazi summons a circle of flame within a 1-meter radius of the caster. In other words, the real witch must have been at Ms. Cantabella's side at the time of the incident.
Indeed. That is when the glasses fell into the milk bucket. Therefore, there is only one logical conclusion. Only one person who could be the true witch.
They had to do it twice this
Kira,
time.
you are the real witch.
Ooh. And not this light dome in the back. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Guys, what is going on? I wish I knew how to fix it. Well,
What a very strange trial this has been. From the very beginning, we have all paid witness to the most unusual circumstances. A baker-turned defender, a surprise extra witness, and now a not guilty verdict for the accused. Never have I seen such a spectacle.
matter. Oh my god. He's so tiny. Hold on. Sorry, I'm sending this to people. Can someone get Luke a box? Can someone please get Luke a fucking box? He can't see shit. He can't see shit. Oh no, Sarah, when I say broken, I mean like a lot of the moving lights are broken. So we've got this blue thing, and then we have that like light yellow dome above the fire pit thing. It's really bad. It's really bad. I have said multiple times if we weren't 11 hours into this playthrough, I would restart on my own time and get a new save file on a version of this that does not have this glitch, because it's so distracting. Anyway, why did no one get Luke a box? But also, what's really funny is he isn't this short in the other ones when they're close up, so that was just like they put him wherever it felt natural, but when they stand him on his legs, he's so short he's below the bench.
Is this really happening?
Like, down here, this light is broken.
The girl inside the cage means she's the real witch.
But what about that Isabella Cantabella girl?
Miss Kira. Tell us why. Why were you trying to frame Miss Cantabella?
You could easily have escaped the crime scene without a trace. There was no reason to frame anyone. This crime was a result of nothing but your overwhelming ill intent.
To frame a person as a witch is to condemn that person to death by fire. Surely you must know this. So why Isabella Cantabella?
We hate her ass so bad. That's why.
Do you have any idea what it feels like to be a witch?
Dude, Arthur is so fucked up.
What it feels like.
Arthur is so fucked up for this. He was like, well, instead of bringing my daughter to therapy, I'll just create a situation in which everyone else will need therapy. What is wrong with you? Get help.
I didn't ask.
Go to jail.
I didn't ask for these powers, but I have them. And now here I am.
You don't even
begging
have
for
them
my
is the
life.
thing. Oh my god.
I was living such a peaceful life until now. Selling flowers, getting scolded by my boss for not selling enough of them. That's why I was trying to put an end to these trials once and for all.
Put an end to the trials.
You all know what I mean? The one condition written in the story that will end these witch trials.
Yeah, people came here to escape their own depressions and issues at home, and all he did was assign them new delusional depression via, like, a literal, like, kind of delusion, because, like, they are all under, a hypnotic the weird ink with a strange,
When
fucked
the
up
great
water
witch
system.
Bizella has been put to the flames and vanquished from this world, these trials will come to an end.
This was my chance to finally end all this. At least that's what I thought. The sun had begun to set on that lonely forest path, and there wasn't a soul in sight.
I love how they're like, well, people agreed to do this. And I'm like, I don't know if this is ethical anyway. And also, they had children during this experiment.
I always
And the
carried
children
my
did
hidden
not
Talea Magica with me in
consent
case
to
of a
being
moment
part of
like
your
this.
fucked up experiment, bestie.
I used my magic to expose that girl for what she really is.
Yeah, you also aren't allowed to do psychological experiments that will explicitly cause trauma. Like, not only will they don't know they're in an experiment once they're in the experiment. That seems not allowed.
If I had been successful, then all these trials would finally end, and I could go on living my peaceful life.
But the British fucking government is involved, so I guess it doesn't matter.
What? What are you saying? Am I hearing this correctly? Are you actually accusing Espella Cantabella?
Why do you think no one has ever seen the legendary Great Witch? It's because she's been hidden in our midst the entire time.
Anyone else remember when Tony was playing this for the first time and she decided that Espella could be Bizella because they rhymed?
She's protected. She's hidden from us. It's all part of the story.
Part of the story?
Objection! That's enough!
And Barnum's like, shut the fuck up, I want to go home.
Speak no more. A witch's existence cannot be justified.
This guy hates women.
No, please. I know you've all noticed it too. You could end this. All of this. That girl. It's all because of that girl.
This feels like it would be like one of my sister's philosophy things where they're like, well, we think maybe if we kill this one girl, hypothetically, maybe it might end all of these witch issues, but we aren't sure, so we either definitely have to kill this one girl or might have to kill a bunch of people. That's what it feels like.
I beg you. Please. Please release me. Knights of the court, isn't it your duty to protect the people of this town? Give me another chance.
Isn't this where Barnum is like, witches don't count? Witches aren't people. Why didn't we kill Cantabella?
We are impelled to protect the citizens of Labyrinthia.
Witches aren't
against you
citizens.
and your ilk.
Yeah.
The reason you were offered my protection until now was because your guilt was uncertain. There was the possibility that you were not a witch. The circumstances were such that it seemed another was guilty. That possibility has since disappeared, and your innocence along with it. You now find yourself at the other end of my sword.
Okay. Yeah, sing good for you, girl.
Vile witch, enemy of Labyrinthia, may the fires purge you from this land.
Okay.
Hold it.
Espella!
Please wait. Stop. Please just stop this.
Espella!
If it means putting an end to these horrible trials. Let me take her place. Let me be Bizella. Send me to the flames. But please, if it would save her life.
This trial has proven beyond a shadow
Has
of a doubt
proven?
that this flower seller, Kira, is a witch. And according to the law, all those found to be witches will be executed.
Assigned misogynist by unethical LARP group? Ah!
Can't mean.
Phoenix, what do you think burnt with the flames meant? What did Phoenix think was happening
This is
here?
most unsettling.
Okay, that is, we talked about this last week. It does bother me that Phoenix seems to not know what's going on, even though he has 5 years of memories in Labyrinthia. I wish he was a little more, like, he was like, oh, yeah, that's what happens next. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Layton, this one has consequences, my guy. Oh, fuck. Anime! I fucking love the anime cutscenes. They're really good is the thing.
No! Don't do this!
We're always watching a movie together. We're always having a good time.
Don't let her fool you! Isabella is the Great Witch! Hear me! There's no time to waste! She's Priscilla! Take her! And then these witch trials will be no more! The witch trials will end!
I like the screaming face that it closes. Well, girl got toasted. Well, rip. Rest in peace, Kira.
So far, we've always managed to pull off a win and get a not guilty verdict. But winning has never felt like this. Nope, winning has never felt this depressing.
Usually you don't see the people executed right in front of your eyes.
Oh, Espella, are you alright?
Yes. I just want to thank all of you. You all came to my rescue yet again.
Well, yeah, of course we did.
Hold on a sec, Espella. What did you just say now? You all came to my rescue yet again. You don't mean... Yes, I remember everything. I remember the last trial. I suppose that makes this the second time we've met. And the second time all of you have helped me.
Well, technically the third. Exclamation point.
Mr. Wright, am I to infer that you and Isabella have met before?
Yeah, it seems that way. Fuck. You too, Mr. Layton?
Oh, fuck, I wasn't keeping track of the hums. Well, I might be off on my count.
Perhaps it would be best if we briefed each other on what has transpired.
Okay, what should we discuss? We are now going to stand here.
Isabella paid us a visit in London. She had in her possession a letter from an old acquaintance of mine.
Carmine!
Is that right?
Mr. Accident...
It's really hard to say in my Luke voice.
Mr. Accidentally
Kind of.
helped drive Isabella straight out of Labyrinthia.
You both kept me safe from the witches that were chasing me.
Oh, they are coming in real bad. Wait, did you say witches? So they appeared in London too? Oh, this is rough.
Regrettably, I am unable to say that our prediction was absolute.
Luke, I am looking at the I have in Discord the screenshot open of Luke behind the bench, and I want to say Luke behind the bench would actually come up to about here on Layton. So they absolutely are playing around with Luke's height to be whatever fits this scene best.
When we saw you last, it seemed you'd managed to escape, courtesy of that passing freighter.
Yeah, I can. I'll send it to you now, not him. I almost sent it to someone asking me how much Mixum proofs are. Which is to say, they don't have proofs.
Oh yeah, that's right. What happened to you after that, Isabella?
I rode the ship along the river for a while, before arriving at a nearby port. And then... that's when I met Mr. Wright and Maya.
Oh, so real. So real. He steps down for emphasis. I think in the anime, like the Ace Attorney anime, Pearl actually does have a box because Pearl is fucking tiny. Pearl's a tiny. And at one point in the anime, she actually sits on the desk with holding up evidence, which is really cute. It's super cute. It's fucking adorable. That part of the anime, really good.
Okay, what should we discuss? What happened on the ship?
Yes, it's so cute, Hannah. It's so cute. Trucy isn't in the anime. There's no A for anime, Nate.
I didn't know where the ship would end up. I did feel very lonely out there.
Please accept my sincerest apologies. I'm afraid there was nothing else I could do to prevent it. We immediately got drugged, and we do not know for how long. The passage of time is elusive to us.
No. Please don't blame yourself, Mr. Layton. I just didn't know what to do. So I tried to look for anything on that ship that might help me.
Boy, you sure found something, all right. Or rather, someone. You ran into a master thief working as part of the ship's crew.
Yes, that's right.
Did you say master thief? Crikey, that's amazing! I know a lot of master thieves. They're some of my good friends.
I wouldn't exactly say it was amazing.
After that, I was taken to court, and that's when Mr. Wright helped me.
I see. Then perhaps, somewhere deep within your mind must have existed a memory of that previous trial, and of Mr. Wright. Hence why you thought to seek out his help when you found yourself in such an unfortunate situation this evening.
That makes sense. After all, Nick did make legal history that day in jolly old England. Him and his bullshit.
Did you say he made history? Wow, that's incredible, right, Professor?
I wouldn't exactly say I made history. I kinda just did my job.
But then, after that, I was never able to find my way back to the professor. Even after I went through the pains of finding that clue, it ended up being taken away from me.
A clue, you say?
Yes, the tag that was hanging around the neck of that sweet little stuffed toy.
Sweet? That tag was a clue? A clue for what? Great question. I don't remember. Okay, what should we discuss? I don't remember anything about this tag.
I had a lot of time to think while I was on that ship. I thought about a lot of things. Like, how to try and find a way back once the ship arrived at its destination. Things like that.
Find a way back? Thank you, Maya, for your contribution to this conversation.
A way back to Mr. Layton and Luke. They were the only ones I knew I could depend on to help me.
The pleasure was ours, Isabella.
But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't remember the name of the town where they lived.
Huh? You mean London, Isabella?
Oh, that's it. London. That's what was written in that's what was written in Carmine's letter to Mr. Layton. Or Carmine, I forget how we say it. The blue teddy bear I found in that room was wearing a tag around its neck.
Sorry, Isabella, but PC Badger looks nothing like a teddy bear. Her dad fucked her up so bad.
On the tag in very small letters was written London. I recognized the name of the town. I thought it might be an address.
That's because that stuffed toy was used in a special promotion run by London's Metropolitan Police.
Oh, that's right! Estella, you must have known that address was super important, so that's why you kept that tag, right? That way, you could meet up with Mr. Layton and Luke again.
I just felt so lonely and helpless.
Yeah, you fucked up again, Layton. Good fucking job, Herschel.
I wonder, though. Who do you think really did it? Hit Olivia over the head with the pipe, I mean.
What's this?
Oh yeah, I guess we never did find out who the real culprit was.
I do believe that may have some connection to the group of witches.
What? You mean the witches that were chasing us through London?
Indeed, it could be that they noticed your escape onto that ship and managed to infiltrate their own way aboard.
Could it be?
So, you're saying there was some big scary witch lurking around the inside of that cargo hold?
I'm afraid there is a rather high possibility that was the case. Whoa! Those witches were intent on seeing you brought back to Labyrinthia no matter what. However, in order to do so, they had to make certain you did not become entangled in any situation that may stall your capture.
Ah, in other words, the situation with Miss Al Dente, you mean?
Precisely. They must have knocked that crew member unconscious and attempted to recapture Isabella before the police could arrive. And failed. However, their plan was cleverly foiled given that you ended up in court regardless. And that's when she became my client.
I just can't clearly remember anything that happened back then.
Do you think there's a possibility that someone was pulling Ispella's strings through the entire trial?
Hey, maybe you're right. There was something a little strange about Isabella at the time.
Mr. Wright, Isabella was introduced to you at the time as a schoolgirl, is that correct?
Yeah.
She would have had no knowledge of the world outside of Labyrinthia. That being the case, having her stand in as an English courtroom as she would pose a serious problem.
As she was.
Meaning that someone must have been attempting to cover up Ispella's identity. What? Well, Professor, could someone really do that? That they could indeed, Luke. And if it is as I suspect, I believe our adversaries may be far more powerful than we originally thought. Hopefully not another terrorist group.
Just exactly who or what are we dealing with here? The British government and a pharmaceutical company? Oh! Thank you so much for following. Ilecem. I-L-E-E-C-M. Ilecem. I don't know how to pronounce this, but thank you so much for following and hanging out with us.
Hey guys, let's head back to the bakery for now. I bet the boss is waiting for us with one heck of a pastry feast. Oh. Actually, I can't go home just yet.
Huh? You can't? Aw.
Oh, Luke just wants friends! He just wants friends!
Well, there are still a couple of legal procedures to be taken care of before I can go home. Please, you all go on ahead without me.
Isabella, we have to stop splitting the party. Stop splitting the party. You're stressing me out so much. Stop splitting the party.
Is that so? Very well.
Layton, we can't keep splitting the party.
I really must thank you all. Thank you so much for everything.
Alrighty then, Isabella. We'll catch you later.
Yes. Farewell for now.
Girl, get back here. Get the fuck back here, Isabella.
Do. Mr. Wright, please allow me the pleasure of a proper introduction. My name is Herschel Layton. I am a professor of archaeology in London.
A professor? Huh. Well, my name is Phoenix Wright, and I'm an attorney, an ace attorney.
As I suspected, you were no ordinary baker at all, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty weird myself, to be honest. I mean, I really did believe I'd been a baker all my life. But the more everyone kept saying it, the less sure I was that it was actually true. I think they gave me, like, a new kind of anxiety. Just where did that memory come from, anyway?
Hey, Professor. If Mr. Wright is an attorney, that must mean he's as smart as you, right?
No. No. Yeah, does she not need her lawyer for the legal paperwork? I guess not.
I'm afraid I really can't say, Luke.
Layton didn't know who the fuck he was.
But behind every ace attorney, there's an even smarter, not to mention beautiful, witty, and utterly amazing ace assistant. Look at me, I've even got some purple on. It's like, I've got a theme going here.
I think you also forgot humble. I love these two, by the way.
My name's Luke Triton. I'm the professor's apprentice.
I'm Maya Fey. And Nick here is my apprentice. And there's nothing else interesting to know about me. There's nothing else interesting to know about me, Maya Fey. I am just here. There's nothing interesting about me to know. Isn't that right, Mickey boy?
Mickey boy? Hey, wait, why am I your apprentice?
Anyway, we should all head back to the bakery. Let's get a move on.
I'm sure Isabella will be back before we know it. I would not get your hopes up about that, Sir Blue Knight. How many do they have? Inquisitor Barnum. Hi. Most impressive work tonight. It is a shame you have kept such an ability hidden until now.
Trust me. Nick's lawyer abilities beat the pants off his baking abilities any day of the week.
Okay, moving on. What do you mean by that, Inquisitor? Why can't Espella go home? New charges have been brought against Mrs. Spella Cantabella.
What? No way! That can't be right. She's been gone for like 5 minutes.
You have realized it, haven't you? She is being charged under suspicion of being the Great Witch Bezella.
She what? How can that be? Am I to assume that the charge is based purely on Ms. Kira's accusation?
It was not I who made the decision. Huh? Regardless, the girl will return to court at the appointed time for further trial. Until then, I am to seek out any and all evidence pertaining to the Great Witch.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. When exactly is this appointed time?
The investigation into this allegation will conclude on the day of the storyteller's next parade. That would be 2 weeks from today.
Weeks from today? Do we get to the next parade? Or do they do it early? Do they move it up a week? No fucking way this game takes place over 2 weeks, right? Yeah, they must move it up.
Following our investigations into the matter, the trial of the Great Witch shall proceed.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, I remember like the plot of it. I don't remember the timeline of this game. So I was just like, 2 weeks caught me off guard. I was like, I think they move it up, but 2 weeks? Holy shit.
What the... It would appear the girl has been withholding a dark secret from you all. Espella Cantabella's questioning is set to begin shortly. That means visiting hours are over. I recommend you leave immediately.
Phoenix is like, does she not, like, have a right to a lawyer? Me, her lawyer? Does she not have a right to me in the room? Don't speak without your lawyer present. Don't speak without your lawyer present. Always have a lawyer present. Damn, these people are really fading away without one section of their bodies all the time.
Espella? The legendary Great Witch Bezella? Guess it rhymes.
The story that dictates the fate of an entire town. And now a so-called Great Witch named Bezella. Most intriguing. It would seem to be up to us to uncover the answers to these mysteries.
Layton is like, someone did get burnt to a crisp tonight. How intriguing.
But how are we supposed to manage it all in 2 weeks? Where are we going to find any evidence?
Phoenix, you usually do this in 3 days. You'll fucking live. You know, I was thinking, how do you address a great witch? Hail to thee, oh magnificent one? Or maybe just, what's up, witchy baby? Hold on. I'm pretty sure we have this screenshotted, but as always, we always need it again, I think. What's up, witchy baby is really good, is the thing. Sorry. That's just always important to remember. Maya saying, what's up, witchy baby?
What difference would it make? She's called a great witch. That's not someone I'd ever want to meet.
I believe I've thought of a solution to our problem. It's actually rather simple.
Professor Layton?
Allow me to explain, Mr. Wright. The only way we may be able to solve the mysteries of this town and its residents is if we join forces.
He's right. We've come this far. There's no way we're just going to give up on Espella. Okay, I'm on board. I look forward to teaming up with you, Professor.
Me too, Luke.
Me too, Maya, I guess.
Oh God! Only his face remained. Jesus Christ. Oh no. God.
Now then, shall we
Press on, Jesus Christ.
This marks the beginning of our own story, one dictated by ourselves and written by our own hands.
To be continued? To be continued? To be continued! Hell yes, we can go to bed. Thank God, my head hurts. Wow. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Brrrr. Okay. Ah, they're so cute. They're so fucking cute. Oh, they're adorable. Next week, then, will not happen, actually. Yeah, next week won't happen. Chapter 3, The Great Witch. I have to get through this first, though. Sorry. As if you haven't played this game yourself, the beginning of each chapter you have to get through. Technically. Like, I could stop now and it's safe, but, like, technically.
The Great Witch Bezella, the legendary witch from ancient times. She is the source of all evil, and the one who gives rise to all other witches. As long as the Great Witch Bezella is alive, there will always be witches in Labyrinthia. Apparently that is the commonly held belief. Therefore, if Bezella were to be put into the fire, there would be no further need for these trials.
In other words, you know, Bezella, blah, 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 blah. No Bezella, no witches, right? But how does all that implicate Espella? Is it just the rhyming that's silly?
By the way, Professor, you seem to know a lot about all this.
The professor and I discovered a mural of the Great Witch Bezella in a room below the library, and it looked like it was painted a long time ago, that's for sure.
You mean like a wall painting of Bezella?
Indeed, there were some historical remains beneath the library. We found it there. At any rate, I'd very much like to investigate Bezella in greater detail. I'm afraid my knowledge extends no farther than the legend known to the townspeople.
In that case, I guess we have no choice but to ask Estella. Maybe she can tell us why she's accused of being Bezella.
Well, yeah, but didn't they tell us we can't see her for a while?
Come on, we've never let us stop that before. No, we've never let that stop us before. Besides, you're her lawyer.
And that, Maya, is how we always end up in all sorts of trouble.
Well, fine. Just leave it to me. It's nothing that a little sweet talking can't fix.
Maya, I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Hey, look, pal. We need to see Espella. It's a matter of life and death.
I'm not sure I would qualify that as sweet talk, but rather a more of a full-on assault. Did not hear what Inquisitor Barnum said. Espella Cantabella is currently undergoing questioning, and while that's taking place, no one is permitted entry.
Can't you do something?
Hey, keep it down, will you? Orders are orders. No matter how many times you ask, the answer will still be no. Now be on your way, will you? Go on, go!
Access denied.
That much is obvious, Maya.
I can't believe Mr. Barnum took Espella into custody just because of that outburst. That reminds me, something Inquisitor Barnum has said has been bothering me. It was not I who made the decision. I believe that's how he put it.
Are we going to their shitty office after this?
Yeah, that's right. So in other words, there's someone of higher authority than Inquisitor Barnum, huh?
Cackerel, cackerel, cackerel!
That's it! We'll just go and ask that person instead.
But who in Labyrinthia could have more authority than Inquisitor Barnum?
Well, I know how to find out. Let's ask around, Luke.
Not you again. You don't give up, do you? Like I said before, you cannot see.
It's not Espella. There's someone else we'd like to see.
That's right, we'd like you to take us to see the person ranked above Inquisitor Barnum. Above Inquisitor Barnum? You're not telling me that you want to see the High Inquisitor? So they're called the High Inquisitor, then? What's this? Are you seriously suggesting that you don't even know of High Inquisitor Darkla?
Cackerel, cackerel, cackerel!
High Inquisitor Darklaw. What a name.
That's weird. I can't help but feel I've heard that name somewhere before.
Girl, they implanted 5 years of fake memories in you. They'd probably give you a rough rundown of the town politics.
I'm sorry, but could you tell us where we can find that person?
Please do me a favor and don't ask. She's not that sort of person you can just drop in and see, believe me.
But there's something of importance we wish to discuss with her.
You people really are fearless. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. To meet High Inquisitor Darklaw, you must go to the Inquisitor's Hall. Just be careful not to upset her.
The understand. Thank you for your assistance. Sorry for crushing a water bottle a little bit. Is our Inquisitor really so fearsome?
Of course not. Not our High Inquisitor. She's wonderful, beautiful, intelligent. Just a little strict. You don't have to go mentioning what I said about upsetting her. Understood?
Don't worry. You can rely on us.
High Inquisitor. That title sounds really high up on the food chain, doesn't it?
Apparently, if we go to the Inquisitor's Hall, we can see her there. Well, we won't achieve anything standing here. Let's go and see her.
We did it! Save. 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 Boo-da-boo-da-boo. And that is all for tonight. So, I'm gonna go. Because I don't want to start a new chapter. And also because I have to shower. And you may be thinking, hey, isn't it like 11:30? Yes. But the water was cold earlier. And I wasn't gonna do it. So, there is a stream on Thursday. We're going to be starting one of the Nancy Drew point-and-click games. There maybe or maybe is not a stream on Friday. It's going to depend if I'm available this time, because that is right before the holidays and stuff. There is not a stream next Monday because it is Christmas. I'm not doing anything except sitting around the house. But, it is my right to sit around doing nothing on Christmas. So I'm not gonna do shit. On the 21st, there will probably be on the 28th. I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong date. On the 28th, there will probably be a stream. On the 29th, there probably will not. On the 1st, there will not. Wait, is there an easier way for me to do this? There is. Got it. Boop, boop, boop. Give me a second. Display capture. Not that one. Jesus Christ. Hi. So, where are we here? 21, probably a stream. 22, questionable, up in the air. 25, no stream. 28, probably stream. 29th, I do not think so. Probably no stream, because I'm going up to Haley's. New Year's Day, no stream. And then we should be back to normal for 4 and 5. So that means the next Versus stream will actually be on the 8th. So the next time we will see these guys is a couple weeks, which is a little bit sad. But have a happy holidays. Have a happy New Year's. I am, ideally by the end of the month, going to have my merch store up. I meant to have it up earlier, but I've been wildly busy. It's also not a great time to open a store, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Technically it's been opened before, so it doesn't matter. But I will have like Layton stuff on there. I don't have a lot of stuff right now, but I do have Luke and Layton Mobile charm, an Emmy charm, a Layton Luke hanging charm, and an Emmy sticker. Do I have anything else? Prints. I have 3 mini prints. So if that's interesting to you, it'll be on all of my socials when that happens. So yes, there's also some Ace Attorney stuff and whatever, but this is like Layton Mondays, so that's why I'm bringing it up, because it'll probably be up before my next stream. Before my next Versus stream. I'll probably also promote it my next Versus stream, and you will have to forgive me. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good holiday season, have a good New Year, and I will see you all later. Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.